Hey there guys, it's Old Grandpa Flick here, and it's time for the Q&A questions and answers. Did I really need to elaborate on what Q&A meant? But anyway, from now on, the Q&A part that I usually connected with the movie news stuff will be its own video. That way I can take a little bit more time and answer more questions instead of trying to mumble all that together, you know, in one glob and having you swallow it. Here, eat it, it's good. I'm going to aim to do this once a week. And keep this in mind. Yeah, on this video, on the Q&A videos only, ask your questions down below. And keep in mind, this doesn't all have to be movie related. If you guys want to ask movie related questions, that's great. But also, you guys can ask anything you want. Any what if questions or topical subjects going on in society nowadays, just ask it. I don't care. I don't care. I will answer it. I'm not uptight. I'm not obtuse. And I'm here to enjoy your company. So anyway, without further ado, let's just jump into the questions here. The first one comes from DVD Collector Daniel 91. What Disney movie did you cry over the most? The Mighty Ducks. No, that's not serious. For some reason, I had Emilio Estevez on my mind. I don't know why that was. There could be some deep-rooted issues there. But anyway, you know what? The Lion King. I remember seeing that movie with my father back in, 93, 94, and I remember thinking when Simba's father dies, I was thinking, wow, I looked up at my dad and I imagined him dying, maybe not being, in a stampede of buffalo, but was it even buffalo? I don't think it was. What was it? It doesn't matter. So I shed a tear during that movie. Alrighty, the next question comes from I Rock My Socks 1111. What are you looking forward to more, The Dark Knight Rises or The Avengers? Well, I'll sum it up this way. The only reason I plan on being alive for the next year is because The Dark Knight Rises comes out next summer. That is it. That is my only goal. I mean, honestly, I have nothing to look forward to more in life than that movie. That is the honest truth. And that is what a movie is. That's going to be the crime drama thriller I need with Batman in it. And the Avengers movie, yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be cool. I'm sure it's going to be epic and grand. But at the end of the day... But anyway, The Dark Knight Rises is going to be more of a film. You know what I mean? The Avengers is going to be kind of bubbly. I don't know how to further go into that without crying. But yeah, Dark Knight Rises. Alrighty, the next one comes from Rob626323. Oh man, where'd you get those numbers from, man? What are those part of your social security number? What are those? Okay, anyway, what do you think of the new Bourne movie being made without Matt Damon or being directed by Paul Greengrass? Well, the only Bourne movie I truly like and love is the first Bourne movie, The Bourne Identity. The other two after that, the second one especially, it didn't feel like it deserved its own whole movie. You know what I mean? It felt like it was a chapter of a movie. The whole plot was just stretched out, and I felt like it should have been half of an actual Bourne movie. And also the third one, I wasn't a huge fan of the third one. I seen it in theaters, and I didn't ever need to see it again, even though I bought it for some odd reason. And Paul Greengrass. Well, Paul Greengrass didn't direct the first Bourne movie in the trilogy, and that's probably honestly why I like it more, because Paul Greengrass, I don't like his camera style. I don't like his shaky cam and his just all, it's not fun to look at. He should just go direct documentaries or something. But anyway, the new one that comes out is I think Jeremy Renner is gonna be the star of it, and it could be cool. Alrighty, the next one comes from Critics Business. Favorite romance movie, John? Next vid mention this. Well, I did what you said, sir, and I'm mentioning it. Favorite romance movie? Basic Instinct. And I remember watching that when I was a young age, and I remember looking at Sharon Stone and thinking, what is happening in my pants right now? And, but... Is that even a romance movie? That's more about murder, rape, and sex. That's a romance movie. But if you want me to give you a better answer, how about this? Pretty Woman. Okay, Pretty Woman it's a good rom-com that kind of, this hooker. On a side note, Julia Roberts plays this street-walking hooker, right, on Hollywood Boulevard, and she falls in love with Richard Gere, and they live happily ever after. And I'm sorry to say, I don't think I could truly fall in love with a hooker. I mean, I might be attracted to her, and I might, I might hook up with her a few times. But to really sit there and take my chances for the rest of my life with that, I mean, it'd be a mental block. I couldn't get out of my head the places she's been and the people that she's done. You know what I mean? Just think about that. But yeah, Pretty Woman. Alrighty, the next question is from T.Y. Gensible. And his question is, if you were to become a movie star or a well-known character actor, what character type do you see yourself being typecast as? I can see myself, if I got into acting, which I'd probably be very terrible at it, but I could see myself being the best friend, like asshole character. Like I was always the best friend who always pops in. I'm an asshole and I'm really jealous, but somehow I always say the right thing at the end of the movie to make everyone feel okay about who they are and what they're doing. Alrighty, the next one comes from Spencer Ryan Bacon. Who is your favorite film director? Like someone who you just haven't been let down by or rarely let down by. There's one director who's never let me down, and he's very selective. He doesn't, he might go years without making a movie, but it's James Cameron. I can't think of one bad Cameron movie, honestly. I mean, people might say his weakest movie is Avatar, but still, that's a pretty groundbreaking movie, and it's fun to look at, and it's a damn good Blu-ray for sure. But yeah, James Cameron, I mean, Titanic was good, T2 is his best work, Aliens, True Lies. Damn, I want that on Blu-ray, by the way. The next question comes from Jack and Dexter 19988. Okay, so when are you going to tell that story of the guy who pooped in another man's shoe? And for all of you who just got really confused and disgusted, what happened was a long time ago, I think I might have mentioned someone I went to high school with pooping in someone else's shoe. So here's the story. I was in gym class one day, and there's this kid who was kind of I don't know, he was kind of a douchebag, like myself, and the other kid went out to the gym to go do whatever, and this kid took his gym shoe into the restroom stall, and he pooped in it. He pooped in his gym shoe, and then he put it back, and everyone was like disgusted by this. I don't think they could see the comedic genius that happened here, but yeah, this kid comes back and he picks up his shoe, and it's full of poop. I mean, Jesus, that's awesome, right? I mean. Oh, just thinking about it, oh man, that was a beautiful day. He pooped in his shoe, man. What did he think was going to happen with that? So anyway, the kid who took a dump in the kid's shoe got in trouble. I think he got kicked out of school for a couple days, and he had to buy the other kid a new pair of shoes, poop-free. Next question comes from Danny Boy, 1594. How did you feel when you found out Amber Heard was a lesbian? I felt like I just got AIDS. I felt really cold and empty inside. Yeah, every chance I thought I would have one day just went down the drain, But, that's okay. At least I know that she's not being penetrated by some other guy. You know what I mean? Long as, the guy is never going to be me, but long as some other guy's not, digging into my goodness, I'm okay with it. Alrighty, the next question comes from 410 Goodfella, and his question is, will you go see the newest American Pie reunion film when it comes out? I mean, hell yeah, I'll go see the new American Pie movie, and I've always liked the American Pie movies. Obviously, the first one was the grittiest, the best, and it had the most meaning behind it. But yeah, I've always been a fan of the American Pie movies. They're fun fluff movies, you know what I mean? You don't take them too serious, but they entertain you. So, yeah, I think the new one could be really cool and interesting to see the direction that they go once they're all, adults now, even though they technically were adults when they started filming the first one and pretending to be teenagers. I just dropped the questions. But anyway, yeah, I'll go see the movie. The Hannon Nater. Do you think 3D is a fad? When 3D first came out, I was all for it. I was like, hell yeah, let's watch movies in 3D. Why not? Who cares? Stop complaining. I want to see 3D. I want to see shit jump out at me and grab me and hold me, even though it's not going to really hold me. It's all an optical illusion. But anyway, yeah, 3D, looking back a few years later, 3D is a fad, and I'm getting sick and tired of it. I'll be honest with you. It's not the glasses. That doesn't bother me. The high ticket prices don't bother me because I don't pay for 3D movies. I buy the 2D ticket, I bring my own glasses, and I go into that 3D movie. So, but you know what? the 3D movies are just, they're money, they're cash grabs, damn it. They're just cheap cash grabs. They're not doing them right, and if we accept 3D as the norm, they're just going to keep pooping on our faces with crappy 3D. You know, movies like Avatar in 3D, that's great, that's phenomenal. That's, you know, if you want to do that and take the time, you want to spend 5 years making that 3D movie perfect, fine, I'll go, yeah, that's fine, every once in a while. But yeah, what they're doing now, like Clash of the Titans in 3D, that made me question my faith. Alrighty, the next question comes from Corey Brown Reviews, and the question is, what is a movie that sucks but has a great ending, and a movie that is fantastic but has an awful ending? Could you think of a harder question than that? I mean, honestly, that's like saying, hey, what's your favorite movie of all time, but has a bad ending? How do you do that? Now I'm confused. Okay, I'll just answer it off the top of your head, John. Okay, shoot it out, shoot it out, shoot it right out. Spider-Man 3. Okay, that whole movie was terrible. That whole movie sucked, but the only thing good about that movie was the ending. And that wasn't, you know what, thinking about it, that sucked too. Damn it. They had a cool action sequence at the end, but no, it was kind of a letdown. Nothing made sense in that movie, and the Sandman just turned into sand and floated away. What the hell, Tobey Maguire? What else? Okay, off the top of my head, Transformers 3. How's that? Transformers 3, I thought was really cool. You know, it was a decent, solid action flick. I mean, it was as good as Michael Bay could do. But the end was great. Don't get me wrong. I liked the action. The robots were fighting, and then all of a sudden, it just ends. That was the last movie in the franchise. Like, that was the last one Michael Bay wanted to do, and it just ends. Like, it was, they fight. He falls down. He kills him, and it's over. And I wanted a little bit more. You know, after that, I wanted more of an epic conclusion. I wanted a little more closure, you know? I mean, but then again, who gives a hell what Sam Witwicky's gonna do? He's dating a supermodel, you know? Alright, let's keep moving on here. The next question is from Evan at the Disco. Okay, obviously I don't know how to read. Did you see how long it took me to read Evan at the Disco? Okay. What is your favorite movie of the year, and what is your favorite Blu-ray release of the year? Okay. Oh man, you know, my favorite movie of the year is gonna come down to so far for the movies I've seen, it's gonna be either Limitless or Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Two movies I was completely entertained by, and they actually had substance to them. Oh shit, there's a good one, Corey. Limitless. Great movie, but the ending. What the hell's up with that? There you go. But anyway, yeah, Limitless looks great on Blu-ray. That's another good Blu-ray release, and I can't wait to get Rise of the Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray. The next question comes from Kitty2686. Okay, long question here. Let me shorten this down a bit. Okay, when dealing with war films, which ones do you like better? Saving Private Ryan and ones that come after it, or old John Wayne films? And elaborate a little bit as to why. Okay, to sum it up, I enjoy movies like Private Ryan over John Wayne war movies, because the older, and I haven't seen a ton of, you know, the older John Wayne war movies, but from what I have seen, the movies are a little too light for me. You know what I mean? They're not as gritty. They don't emphasize the darkness of battle. You know what I mean? Movies like Saving Private Ryan put you right in. I mean, they took me to Normandy Beach and made me feel like my legs got blown off. And that's a little insensitive, but you know what? That's truly what that movie made me feel like. So yeah, movies like Saving Private Ryan, Enemy at the Gates, Platoon, Letters to Iwo Jima. I like the newer war movies. I mean, not necessarily newer, but not the John Wayne ones. And the last question of the day comes from Andrew Fraser 55. What is your favorite beverage to drink while watching a movie? Well, Andrew, I enjoy Coke products while watching a movie, because Coke is that smooth, rich flavor that tastes classical almost. You know, Pepsi doesn't cut it. Pepsi tastes a little bit cheap on the end. You know what I mean? Coke tastes classy. Also, Coke with popcorn, a little bit of salt on the popcorn with a Coke to wash it down. That is a movie to me. You know, I enjoy the richness. I enjoy the darkness. Coke inhabits my spirit, my soul, my mind, my body, my everything, my anything. And Coke is the only drink for me. You know, Mountain Dew is a delicious drink, and that's okay, but with popcorn, you need Coke, sir. So anyway, thanks for all the great questions you guys left last week. And if you guys have any more questions, anything and everything, ask it down below. And next week I'll pick, we're going to aim for maybe 15 questions or so. I'll pick 15 of the questions and answer them next week in a video. How's that? So anyways, if you guys are still bored and have nothing else to do, check out my latest video I just did. The link's right here. It's the Flick Pick movie news video and opinions. And that's not even the title, but I talk about movie news and some other random stuff. So check out that video. Anyway, I'm John with the Flick Pick channel. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Actually, I'll see you sooner than that, but I'll see you next week with another Q&A video. Okay, bye.